Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Ray and welcome to another Save Day Sunday. Now guys, in today's Save Day Sunday video, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. We are not going to be stuffing any savings challenges today, guys. What we are going to be doing is getting my sinking funds in order. My sinking funds have been a little bit of a hot mess for a little while, and for good reason, especially my high priority sinking funds. So what we are going to do today is we are going to be going over and calculating if I am on track to meet my high priority sinking fund goals by their due date for 2025. Then we are going to be talking about my low priority sinking funds, how I am going to be addressing those sinking funds going forward. And guys, we are going to be doing a special cash stuffing of those sinking funds. So if you are interested in checking all of that out, then please stay tuned. Happy Save Day Sunday, guys. I hope all is well. I hope everyone is having a great and safe weekend. Now, before we get into the video, I wanted to give a shout out to some of my family members who sent me emails, but I totally forgot to get those emails ready for this video. So we will be doing the shout outs for the savings challenges that you guys completed, that you purchased in my shop next Sunday. So I want to let you guys know I did receive your emails. We will give you guys acknowledgement next Sunday. But today, guys, we are going to be going over everything sinking funds related. Now, I'm not going to get into detail about what sinking funds are or anything like that. There are many channels out there that have addressed this. I have addressed this early on when I started doing sinking funds, but since I am going to be going over my sinking funds and trying to get them in a little bit of order, I decided that I would talk about them just a little bit for those of you who are new. Now, basically what sinking funds are, they are savings categories where you set aside money for planned expenses. Now, there are sinking fund categories and there are sinking fund types. You can make up your own sinking fund categories and types. It's really up to you. But some popular sinking fund category examples out there are long-term sinking funds, short-term sinking funds, high priority sinking funds, low priority sinking funds, revolving sinking funds, etc. There are many out there. And the types of sinking funds that I've seen out there and that I have myself is car maintenance, back to school, Christmas, birthdays, college tuition, anniversaries, vacation, medical expenses, home repairs, new cars. The list is endless. You can make up your own. It really doesn't matter. This is personal finance. What you save for is personal to you, so you can make up your own sinking fund categories if you would like. But those are some good examples to start with. Now, what we're going to do first is go over, and I'm going to stop the clapping. In the last video, all I was doing was clapping, guys, and I don't know why I was doing it. I am so sorry. But the very first thing we are going to do is go over and calculate my high priority sinking funds. And basically, guys, for me, what my high priority sinking funds are expenses that are coming up due this year. And I want to make sure that I have the money available. So when the time comes for that expense to come up, I already have the money available. I don't have to put it into my budget. And lo and behold, I don't need to put it on a credit card, because that's what we don't need to be doing, is creating more debt, right, guys? So what I am going to do is get out my high priority sinking fund binder, and I am going to move this money over. That is my money we are going to be cash stuffing today. And I made a little makeshift tracker, guys. Isn't this notebook really pretty? I love it so much. But I made a little tracker in here, and the first thing, like I said, we are going to go over is my high priority sinking funds. And what I am going to do is go in here. This is my high priority sinking fund binder, and we are going to go over what the goal is for each one, the date I want to have the sinking fund stuffed, right? How much I have left to stuff, how much I need to stuff monthly, how much I need to stuff per pay, and how much I need to stuff weekly, because I do stuff my savings challenges or my high priority savings challenges once per week. So we are going to turn this to the side like this. And guys, this, give me 1 second. Okay, guys, we are going to have a little bit of a glare, but that is going to be okay. So, let me get my handy candy calculator out as well. And it's ready to go. Let me get my pen. And I am going to turn this to the side a little bit, guys. I have to write sideways. So, the very first sinking fund we are going to do, or high priority sinking fund, is my back to school sinking fund. This is for my grandson. Now, my goal for this sinking fund is $400. And for those of you who know, but for those of you who don't know, typically when it comes to my high priority sinking funds, once I have used up the money in that sinking fund, I normally wait until the beginning of the year and redo my calculations for the upcoming year and just start all over again. But last year, I started stuffing these sinking funds as soon as the money was gone for the most part. And I stuffed that money with funds I received from my Capital One Walmart credit card rewards money. Most of you know Capital One and Walmart parted ways, so the Walmart credit card is no longer available. I went ahead and got my funds for all of my points early, and I distributed that money amongst these sinking funds. So the goal, and in addition to that, I continue to start stuffing these sinking funds when I could until I was out of work from November through February. I had a health scare, pretty big health scare. A lot of you know about it because I've talked about it on my channel. I am now back to work, but during the time I was off work, I was getting short-term disability, which wasn't a lot. So I was not able to stuff some of these sinking funds. That is why I am doing this, to make sure that I can get caught up if I need to, and make sure I am on track by these sinking funds due date. And this pen isn't working too well, but for back to school, the goal for back to school is $400. Now, I want to have this finished by the end of July, because my grandson goes back to school in August. So I'm going to write end of July there. So that is what I'm going to do, is go in here and see how much we currently have. We have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. We have $257 in back to school, guys. So I don't have it on here. So what I am going to do is take this 400, because I have left to save here. 400 minus 257. I still have $143 left in order to hit the goal. So I'm going to put 143 right there. And how many months do I have to stuff in order to get to that goal? So we have April, May, June. I have 3 months. And then I have paycheck amounts. So what I'm going to do is take that 143 divided by 3. So each paycheck, I'm going to round this up. That's $47.66. I'm going to just round that up to $48. So each paycheck, I have to stuff $48. As you guys know, I stuff weekly. So I'm going to take that 48 divided by 4, and I need to stuff $12 monthly in order for me to hit the $400 goal by the end of June. And right now, guys, I've been stuffing $10 per week. So I am going to have to increase that by $2 each week in order to hit that goal. The next one we have is subscriptions. Guys, subscription is fully funded, so we don't need to worry about that one. The next one we have is Thanksgiving dinner. I am responsible for Thanksgiving dinner. Now, the goal for Thanksgiving dinner is going to be $350. And I think that is more than enough, because even though I'm responsible for Thanksgiving dinner, I do have folks who still bring something, okay? So $350. I want to be have this goal completed by November 15th, which is right before Thanksgiving. And so what we're going to do is go into Thanksgiving dinner, see what we currently have. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. We have $85. The goal is $350, right? So $350 minus 85. What I have left to save is $265. And how many months do I have to stuff this? We have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Excuse my hands. I'm getting a lot of ink on it. So that's 8. It's actually going to be 8.5 months. And so what I'm going to do is just take 265 and divide it by 8. That is $33 per paycheck. And since I do this stuffing weekly, we're going to take that 33 and divide it by 4. So I have to stuff the Thanksgiving envelope with 8.25, or I'm just going to round it to $9, because it doesn't really help. It does help, guys, to have a little bit more in there just in case you need it. Next, we have escrow, guys. I am not worrying about escrow right now. As most of you know, our, you see how my pen, our mortgage payment went down for the year, which we are so blessed about. So we're not going to worry about escrow right now, but I can show you guys how much is in there. And this was saved last year. We have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, $255. And I'm going to eventually start back to stuffing this, just not right now. I'm not worrying about it. Next, we have Candle Day. Candle Day, basically me and my daughter, we go to Bath and Body Works annual Candle Day event every time they have it in November. My goal for Candle Day is $250. And so we're going to put 250 into the calculator. Let's count how much we have. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. So we already have $85 in here. So we're going to track 85 from 250. That leaves me with $165 that I need to still save. And I want my Candle Day envelope ready by November 15th. And which is the same as the Thanksgiving envelope. So we are stuffing for 8.5 months, right? And so we are going to take what I have remaining, 165 divided by 8. I have to stuff it with, I'm going to round that off to $21 per month. Since I stuff weekly, we're going to take 21 divided by 4. I have to stuff the envelope with $5.25 per week, but I'm just going to round that off to $6 per week, which means I am going to have to increase what I'm stuffing this envelope with by $1, because I was stuffing it with $5 per week. Next, we have card tags, guys. Card tags has been fully funded, so we are going to skip that one. Next, we have car insurance premium. Now, with car insurance premium, the goal for it is $800 and, if I'm not mistaken, $25. We are 6 months ahead on our monthly car insurance bill. The next time we have to pay out is in June. And I think it's June 20th. So I'm just going to write June 20th. Now we currently have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 94, 450, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. We currently have $635, guys, in car insurance premium. And this Sinking fund is the one that I've always stuffed, even though I was out of work, because I wanted to stay up on it. So what we're going to do is take the 825 go, subtract the 635. I still have 190 to go, right? And we have until June 30th. So we have April and May, June 20th, I'm sorry. So we really have about 3 months, but I'm just going to put 2.5 months down. So let's do 2.5, but I'm only going to calculate 2 months. So let's take the 190 divided by 2, which means I need to stuff $95 per paycheck. Am I doing that right? Yeah, $95 per paycheck. Divide that by 4, so about $24 per week. But as most of you know, I've been stuffing this envelope with $36 per week just to make sure I hit that $825 go. So once this sinking fund is stuffed, I'll have a little bit left over. I will leave it in there, and we're just going to start it all over again. And lastly, we have Christmas. The goal, guys, for Christmas is $500. And no, just as an FYI, we do not just spend $500 on Christmas. We actually spend about $1,000. This is my contribution to our overall budget for Christmas. So with Christmas, the goal is $500. I want to have this done by Black Friday. So we're going to say November 15th again, right? And November 15th is about 8.5 months from now. And let's count what we already have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. We have $195 in Christmas. And this is one I know I am a little behind on. So we are going to take the $500 go, subtract 195. I still have $305 left. You know what? I did that wrong. Let me see. Finish by date, left to save. No, I did do that wrong, guys. I'm sorry. Left to save here. And I need to correct this one as well. So left to save on this one is 305 because we have 195. We're going to take that 305 and divide it by 8. That gives me $38 that I have to save per month. And then we're going to divide that by paycheck. Let me see something. 38 times 8. Yep. So we're going to take that 38 and divide it by per paycheck, which is $19. I'm actually not behind. And divide that $19 or divide that 38 by 4. It is going to be $10 per week, which is what I'm already doing. Now, car insurance premium, I forget what I was at. It's 600 and something. I'll fill that in later. But starting next week with my first April cash stuffing of my high priority sinking funds, and back to school, we'll be stuffing 12, Thanksgiving dinner 9, candle day 6, car insurance premium. Let me see something. It's 21 per paycheck and then 21 divided. Okay, I think that's right. Car insurance premium 24, but I'm going to keep stuffing the 36 I've been stuffing, y'all, because that's what I'm used to. And Christmas, we're going to continue to stuff the 10 per month. So that is it for my sinking funds. I'm pretty much on track, which I am happy about. Now what we're going to do is move to my low priority sinking funds, which is actually my revolving sinking funds and my self-care binder. Okay, guys, I am back. This is my revolving sinking funds binder that also houses my long-term sinking funds, which is my grandkids. We save up for our grandkids, but we are not going to address the long-term sinking funds right now. We are just addressing the revolving and my self-care binder. Now, basically what I wanted to tell you guys, what I am going to be doing with my low priority sinking funds going forward is they are going to have a minimum balance and a maximum balance. The minimum balance is going to be what the minimum amount is in that sinking fund that I am comfortable with. If I fall below that minimum balance, then I am going to do what is called my sinking fund savings challenge that I have out there in my shop to get that sinking fund back to at least the minimum balance. Once it hits the max balance, I am not going to stuff that sinking fund at all. Doing it this way for me helps me not to worry about the fact that these sinking funds that I do use from time to time will always have some money in them if I need them. So what I basically did was I went through each of my revolving sinking funds and thought about what a minimum amount would be that I would be comfortable with and what a max amount would be to where once I hit that max, I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to stuff it anymore. So the very first one we have is car maintenance. So what we are going to do is go through each one because, oh, my little bunny broke off. Well, we'll sit him right there. So what we're going to do is go through each of the sinking funds, and I will write out what the min is and the max is later on the actual tracking sheet because I do keep track of how much is in each of these revolving sinking funds since I do use them from time to time. But let's go ahead and do car maintenance first. We have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So we currently have $39 in car maintenance, right? So we are going to write that down as the balance. And my minimum amount that I would be comfortable with for car maintenance is $400. And my maximum is going to be $500. I mainly use my car maintenance sinking fund for oil changes, tire rotations, if I need to get new windshield wipers, different things like that, okay? Now, this column here is how much we are going to stuff today. And for car maintenance, I want to stuff it to the minimum amount that I am comfortable with. So what we're going to do is take the 400, subtract what's already in there, and that is what we're going to stuff today. So we have 400 minus 39. We are going to be stuffing car maintenance with $361 today. Next, we have general fund. Now, general fund, and you know what? Let's go ahead and stuff it with its $361. That way, I can cut on some time. And right here, just as a FYI to you guys, is $825 that we're actually going to be stuffing today. So, make sure I got enough room here. Goodness. So let's go ahead and pull out $361, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93. Let's do 20, 40. 50, 60, and 1. So altogether in car maintenance, I should have $400, guys. And that just makes me so excited because I remember where I was almost up to $500 before in my car maintenance sinking fund. But of course, life be happening. And sometimes you just have to pull where you have to pull from. My car got stolen. I had to get a new windshield in my car because a rock hit my windshield. It was ridiculous. So let's go ahead and count and make sure we have $400. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, And this should be $5, 96, 97, 98, 99, 400. But we're going to count this one more time real quick, guys. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 400. Yes, $400 in my car maintenance fund. Guys, that is so exciting. But unfortunately, about $60 will be coming out of here because in about a month, I need to get an oil change. Next, we have general fund. General fund currently has in it 10, 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, $32. And my minimum balance that I would like to keep general fund at is $150. And my maximum for general fund is going to be $200. Now, basically, general fund is like a catch-all fund for something that I want to get that I do not have a sinking fund for. I will go to general fund. And that's basically what I use it for. Now, this one, general fund, I'm going to put an abstract on, and I'll tell you why I have these abstracts momentarily. But we are going to stuff general fund today with $85. So let's do 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. So that's $85 for general fund. And this is going to take general fund to, get my money together, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12. $112, which means that I'm not at the minimum yet. I have to stuff this with, what, $38 to at least get it to the minimum amount. Next, we have home stockpile, guys. We're going to count how much we have in home stockpile, but it is not going to get a minimum or a maximum because, as y'all know, I'm always doing a savings challenge in order to get this sinking fund buffed up a little bit, because every 2 to 3 months we go to Sam's Club and do our bulk shopping, and that is what this home stockpile is for. But I'm also going to change the name of this because this is going to be a home envelope, period. If I want to get some curtains, if I want to get some pillows, throw pillows for, or couches or something like that, that is what this envelope is going to be for. It currently has $22 in it. But again, guys, we're not doing a minimum or a maximum for this one because I do savings challenges for it, just to make sure I am always prepared. Next, we have celebrations, guys. I don't have a dashboard for it yet, but next week when I do my first cash stuffing for the month of April, I am going to have all new dashboards. So expect a celebrations dashboard. But basically what my celebrations envelope is going to be for, it's going to be for anyone's birthdays, anniversaries. If someone has a cookout and we have to bring something to the cookout, a small graduation gift to somebody or something like that, that is what celebrations is going to be for. Now, celebrations currently doesn't have anything in it. The goal for celebrations is going to be $100, and the max is going to be $150. And today in celebrations, we're going to put $50 in it, and I'm going to put an asterisk by it as well. So let's do 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You know what? Let's take this 10 and do 2 more 5s. And so now in celebrations, I have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, which means in order to get celebrations up to the minimum I would be comfortable with, I need to stuff this with $50 more. Next, we have family fun. I've always had this envelope, but just never got around to stuffing it. There is nothing in family fun right now, But this envelope is for exactly what it sounds like, family fun. It can be for us to go to festivals during summertime, to the movies. My grandson loves to go to the skating rink. He loves to go to the bouncy house, just different things like that is what this envelope is going to be for. So the minimum for family fun is going to be $150. The maximum is going to be $200. And today we are going to be stuffing family fun with $75. So let's do 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And let's make sure we have $75 for this one really quick. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and we do. And so in order to get family fun up to the minimum of $150, I need to stuff it with another $75. So this is getting an asterisk by it. Next, we have YouTube, and I basically use YouTube for when I am mailing off my first cousin's monthly, what do I want to call them, gifts for being channel family members. I use this as the postage. So YouTube, my minimum for that is going to be 25. My max is going to be 50. Now, I did that wrong. We currently have 5 in here, so let me write that down. My minimum is going to be 25. My max is going to be 50. And today we are going to be stuffing YouTube with $20. So we're going to go ahead and put it at its minimum. So let's do 5, 10, 15, 20. And so that takes YouTube to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that is it for my high priority sinking funds. Now these with asterisks by them, guys, starting next week when I do my Save Day Sunday video, I will be doing my sinking fund savings, and I will be focused on general fund, celebration, and family fun. And I am also going to throw in my grandkids' sinking fund envelope as well. But guys, that is it for my revolving sinking funds. Next, what we are going to do is move to my self-care sinking fund, and just as sinking fund, my self-care binder. And just as a FYI, guys, I am moving away from having a self-care binder. I am actually just going to have a self-care envelope. But within that envelope, let me show you guys real quick. Within that envelope, I've created, this is going to be a bookmark, and it says self-care is essential. Within that, because, well, let me back up. I'm going to keep this binder, but it's going to house my self-care envelope and my long-term sinking funds, which is my grandkids sinking fund. And it's going to have this bookmark to remind me of what the money in my self-care envelope is for, which is my hair, brows, nails, dates, personal essentials, and mind and body. But I just haven't cut it out yet, and I have to laminate it and hole punch it and all that good stuff. So when it comes to self-care, my minimum amount I want for it is $350. And my maximum amount I want for it is $400. And so we are going to take all of the money we have out already. So we have money in nails. We have money in dates. We have money in nail and brows. We have money in personal essentials. And we have money in mind and body. Now, mind you, all of these categories that I just went through are on my bookmark just as a reminder as to what I am stuffing for when it comes to my self-care. So what we're going to do is see how much we already have, right? And then we are going to stuff it. I think I'm stuffing up to the minimum today for self-care, which of course is going to get the most money because I deserve it, period. So, and that's just that. Okay, so for self-care so far, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 85, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I already have $106 in self-care, right? And I want to bring it up to its minimum that I would be comfortable with, which is $350. So we're going to take $350, subtract 106. We are going to be stuffing self-care with $244, which should be the rest of this. But let's make sure. 20, 46. You know what? Let's just do this. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Well, that's weird. Wait a minute. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So that is $239. I am missing a 5. So minus 239. Give me one moment. Okay, guys, I am back. I got a $5 bill. We're just going to put it in here. And we are going to add what we already had to what we just stuffed. And this should be a total of 400. No. Wait a minute. $350. So let's count. 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Yes, we have $350 that is going into my self-care envelope, which I do not have right now, but on Thursday when I do my first weekly cash stuffing of April, we are going to, you're going to see all of my new inserts. I'm just going to make some for spring just to get in the mood for spring. And in addition to that, what I'm going to start doing with my low priority sinking funds going forward is I am going to put a minimum of between $1 and $5 in each of them per week. But any of the sinking funds that are below my minimum amount that I want them to be at, that is when I will do my sinking fund savings for those. But guys, that is my sinking funds, all of my sinking funds that I use. I don't have a lot because for me, I don't feel it's necessary. These are the ones that I feel are necessary for me and my family, especially my high priority ones. Now, guys, let me know down in the comments, what type of sinking funds do you have? What type of sinking fund categories do you have? And how are you guys doing with those sinking funds? Let me know if this video was any use to you, especially if you are a new budgeter, if you are new to this sinking fund game. Let me know down in the comments if this helped you, if even a little bit. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and comment below. If you're new to my channel and you're liking what you see, hit that subscribe button before you leave and smash that notification bell because we would love to have you here. Guys, I will talk to you on Thursday where I am going to be doing my monthly budget a little bit differently. So I hope to see you guys there. Have a great and safe week. God bless. Bye, guys.